We've got three different types of lines. One is friend, which is that kind of line, and then foe, and there's uncertain relationship. And what I was really trying to do is it started from the observation, that the United States in Iraq is actually on the side of Iran. They're jointly fighting ISIS together, whereas in Syria, they're against each other. And then if you kind of a similar logic, the United States is supporting Saudi Arabia in its war in Yemen, whereas it's opposed to it in other places. And I thought, one is I could illustrate the actual complexity of those relationships, which to me reflects more than anything the lack of clarity of many of the players in terms of not recognizing that they're actually contradicting their own aims. But the other is to spoof the notion that the Middle East is actually so complex to be beyond comprehension.
We are leaving the European Union, but we are not leaving Europe.
You had a field day with Brexit. Back in June, you wrote, considering how the West likes to solve problems in the rest of the world, I think we should split the UK, one side in the EU, the other out. And after we divide the UK, we can call the two countries Libya and Romania.
We woke up one day and we had the country was split 50-50, which being Lebanese is something I'm quite familiar with. So it's sort of, we had your own version of sectarianism in Britain in that moment. All my life, I've been bombarded by Western experts coming to Lebanon, organizing dialogue conferences and game theory inspired sessions of how we can deal with each other. I was like, this is a perfect opportunity for to hold the mirror back and reflect it back onto Britain. I did the image with the Berlin Wall running right through Trafalgar Square. I did the colonial map, which frustrated a lot of people, and we weren't happy with the maps that you drew for us. So it was a moment of schadenfreude, but a moment also to lighten the atmosphere and say, relax, guys.
And then not 6 months later, the gift that just kept giving was the American election.
It's going to be only America first.
I mean, some people have accused me of having too much fun with that. And I might sound flippant, but by nature, I'm an optimist. And many Americans that I've talked to, they've come out of the conversation saying, wow, you actually have more faith in us than we do in ourselves. And I was like, yes, you've been through harsher times and you've come out of them all right. And if actually this is the moment where you prove what you're about. And it's not a moment for desperation and giving up. And it's a moment that demands, very serious questions, and you have to come up with very serious answers. So in a way, it's almost like shock therapy, and I'm offering this. I should be charging for it, really. I should be a consultant offering political advice to Americans and Brits in this tough transition times they're going through.